All right, guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
To say what's real, I'm like I said, bro, we always say we're excited, but today we have our first sponsor, guys. Okay, I don't know if you guys know, but like besides the podcasting stuff, I do music and I make, we do music videos and stuff around here. So that's like my main passion.
Right.
And so I'm actually happy to announce our first sponsor ever is from the Seattle Support Seattle YouTube, Instagram, their whole brand. Guys, go check their stuff out. If you're into local artists, you're into Seattle, anybody that's talented from this state, bro, they're covering it. Go check them out, guys. Seriously, like, go check out their Instagram. Go subscribe to them on YouTube. Literally. And one of the owners of the page, 6ix9ine's, he's like one of the biggest local artists from around here.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, he's a super, super big inspiration to me because, like, I want to get there one day.
Right.
I want the notoriety he has. Like, he doesn't even, like, beg for it, bro. Like, this guy's, like, a straight-up solid guy, dude.
He just put in the work.
Yeah. We'll leave a link below. Go check out their Instagram, guys, their YouTube, their Facebook. Basically, if you're into helping people like me and Warren, other local artists such as me and my brother, like, that's the perfect avenue to do it at, guys.
Facts.
These guys push Seattle artists, and I'm actually super...
That's what we need, too. We need people that, you know what I mean, give a shout out and push local talent forward, you know what I mean? Because, like, you look at other cities like that, a lot of cities don't do that, man.
A lot of cities don't.
You always talk about Philly, like, it's hard, it's really, like, it's like being a piranha out there, like, everybody is, like, going at each other, you know that, you see it from outside, everybody's going at each other all the time instead of just, like, yo, if we get together... You know what I mean? We can make something happen, man. And, like, I hope just out here people, take heed to that and start doing the same thing, helping each other out and push the city forward, bro.
Yeah, because 6ix9ine actually made that slogan, Seattle Support Seattle.
Right.
Also, one of the creative directors on that page, Edward Perryman, he's also one of the people you guys can contact if you guys are in... Like I said, if you guys want to support anything from this state, go to that page, go subscribe. And yeah, I'm actually happy they wanted to sponsor this video with all that stuff.
Yeah, it's a huge deal. Our first sponsor, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah, our first topic. So this isn't actually like an episode.
A special.
Me and Warren wanted to do a special because, damn, dude, we have a lot to talk about, dude.
A lot, bro.
A lot to talk about.
This has been an interesting last couple of weeks, dude.
Let them know, bro. Let them know what we're trying to do today, dude.
The internet has been, like, on fire. In case y'all ain't noticed, you know what I mean? And the memes have been going crazy about this Tekashi thing and Tekashi going through his trial.
I've never seen anything like this, bro.
Me either, bro. I've never seen this before in my life. Like, this is like, I've seen military memes, like, I've seen memes from, like, older people, like, everybody's talking about it. So I just wanted to, you know what I mean, touch on it.
So, before we take a deep dive into this fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine guy, I told these guys I have a theory, okay? I have such a good... So what I think's gonna happen, okay, is after the trial's done, and after everything's done, he's gonna get killed, right? But I think they're staging it.
I know the FBI probably wouldn't care too much.
Yeah, no, I think they're gonna fake his death, right? Because in my opinion, there's literally no way, in my opinion, you can hide him.
6ix9ine all over your body.
I mean, okay, they could get the tattoos removed, but with all the media that attach themselves to this story, there's gonna be people looking for him all the time.
All the time.
Now, if I'm the FBI, I'm like, how do we get people off him? Like, how do we get the attention off him, right? The second...
You can't.
Let's say a week later, Tekashi 6ix9ine found dead. And then, like, let's say a couple months later, the heat dies down, they get other people, like, they get their attention away from the story. I could see, like, him probably going to Europe or living peacefully somewhere in, like, the Middle East.
If I was him, I would leave the country immediately.
That'd be smart, right?
Immediately. I wouldn't be, like, in South Dakota, Omaha. No, that's not far enough, bro. Yeah. They know you everywhere.
Dude, but is there anywhere in the world? Is there anywhere in the world I think that, like, the whole world knows who he is at this point, dude.
He just go to Sweden. Go to Switzerland,
I know he's popular over there. That could work.
You know what I mean? I'm sure he's not going to have too many gangsters over in Sweden.
Yeah.
Or another good idea, he could go to China. He ain't going to get shot there. The nigga may get stabbed. He ain't going to get shot there, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a way for him to like still mingle out here alive.
No,
so I can see them faking his death,
bro.
So I'm not hoping Tekashi dies, but if it comes out that he's been killed or he's found dead, I'm fucking calling it right now, dude.
But for the viewers that don't know, and you know, I really want to make this. I want the viewers to understand, because not everybody that watches us knows who he is. So
yeah.
I wanted to give a background about who he is and how he came to be the guy that we know, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Do you want to touch on that?
Yeah. So the first time I ever heard about him was the music video Gummo, obviously, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, that's the first time they ever saw him or heard him.
Right.
He was doing stuff before that video, but like that's the video that blew him up. That's
Me
the
too.
viral. Yeah. So obviously, when I first saw this, because we're gonna play a clip for you guys, because you're right. There's a lot of people who don't like that. Sorry, there's a lot of people who watch us.
Yeah, who watch us that may not know.
Who don't know who he is.
So I want people to be aware of like why we're talking about him.
And this is a big thing in hip hop. Like even if you guys don't follow hip hop, Warren's right, dude. What the fuck? Warren's right, guys. This is being covered by like you said, the military memes.
Dude,
like
it's everywhere, bro.
So when I first saw Gummo, I didn't. Obviously, I'm like, what the fuck is this kid with like rainbow hair doing? Right?
That's the first thing you think.
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't want to. I was like, Emily, look. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
It's a little cringy.
But then, like, when you hear the song, and this is just my opinion from the gate, bro, I'm like, this isn't bad. Like, I actually like the song Gummo. I'm like, what? So, we're going to play a clip real quick. Yeah, I don't care. So I saw this, right? I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I'm like...
But the appeal, I guess, if you're into hip-hop, is like all the bloods.
Yeah, that's absolutely, I think, in my opinion, what, you know what I mean, got a lot of people watching. You know what I mean? He's sitting outside. He's got like 30 bloods with him.
Mm-hmm.
The beat is a little bit of a banger.
You guys can't deny this beat hits.
It hit. It's just kind of weird watching it now because I'm seeing all these people in the background who...
He probably snitched on.
Yeah.
So this song took me a couple like weeks. It grew on me. I'm not gonna lie.
It took me the same. Like I didn't... When I heard a couple of the remixes and, you know, like I think Arsenal, which is a battle rapper for those who don't know, he got on it and...
The Offset remix was fire too, dude.
Yeah, some people got on it and did it dirty. So...
It took me a couple weeks, and like Emily was like, "Why are you listening to him?" Like, obviously because like when you first look at him, you're like,
he literally came out of nowhere, bro. This song came out of nowhere, and once he hit, and then he came out with a second song. What's the second song? Kuda?
Yeah. So the second song I heard was Kuda.
So he repeated the formula. I think he even admitted this in trial.
Yeah,
He talked about a second song, and the way he filmed it, he was saying he wanted to... The first video did go viral, so he sort of wanted to...
Repeat the same thing,
and he did, and it worked, bro.
Well, and for the viewers at home who watch me and Warren and you don't know, like, this guy, like... I don't know how to explain it, Warren, bro. This guy's hella entertaining, dude.
He's entertaining,
When he was on Instagram, this guy was like, suck my dick, you heard, man?
Bro.
Like,
the energy was crazy.
Yeah,
the energy
like,
he was putting off was like this guy was beefing with pretty much every rapper.
YG, all them, dude.
Every rapper from Cali, every rapper from basically the entire city of Chicago.
And it makes sense, too, because you're like, hey... Before I'd be like, what is it about this kid that like no one wants to test him?
Right.
It's the Bloods, bro. He was with the Bloods.
And I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, because when he was saying the stuff he was saying, I was like, how is he still like alive? But now when everything comes to light, it makes sense why he never got touched, because he was with some active people who were known and
he was feeding them.
He
too.
was protecting. He was well, not he was. He was being protected.
And they were making money off this kid.
Yes, they were pretty much. I mean, could you call it extortion?
Like a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in
this is the second song. You heard of this, right?
This is one of my favorite videos from him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These songs are bangers, dude.
This one especially is, I think this is better than the first one, in my opinion.
Oh, better than Come Out? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. I love the whole thing about it. The video.
When you play this in the car, bro, this is like hit, dude.
Yeah, dude. When you...
He had the Bloods and the Crips together. Like, he was, it was crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's hard to deny that, like you said, when you play that in the car, it's cracking.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. After this video came out.
Oh, Billy? You talk about Billy?
Yeah. And then Billy, you can tell that it was different.
It wasn't a one-hit wonder.
It wasn't a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
And then eventually you see Nicki Minaj get involved, and then after that, you know.
Fifi.
Yeah.
So this music video got shut down.
Look how many the cops came and shut it down because it was dangerous to the public.
Look at that, bro. You can't deny that. That's why it blew him up. Look at all that.
Yeah. Now look at that between the difference between that and the first video. You see the difference? Like. I'm a killer too.
No, so you're right. Like, this is what propelled him. It's the gang image. You were with the Bloods. You were like, you had blocks getting shut down. The cops are shutting your music video down.
So at this point, he's becoming he is transitioning from a street artist to a mainstream artist at this point.
Yeah, wasn't every video getting like 300 million? That was has 300 million views.
Right.
Yeah. So
and if you want to show him the video of a short little clip of him with Nicki Minaj.
Oh, the Fifi?
That's when I would say that was his the height of his career.
Yeah, because
it's very short.
I would say height. Yeah, it was a year of his career.
About a year.
He had that song with that Latino artist that has 1 billion views.
Yeah, he had a song with him.
But this is
probably, I would say, his biggest radio song.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a good song too.
This got him on the radio, bro. Like everywhere.
It was a great song. Murder Beats, shout out to Murder Beats. This kid at this point in time was the hottest rapper in the game.
Yeah, and
by far.
People like the Breakfast Club would try to deny that.
I would say the closest one to him was Cardi B, but in my opinion, I would say that he was bigger than Cardi B because of his social media presence alone.
For sure.
Like when that dude got on a stage, bro.
For people who don't know,
the stage that would almost fall. Like
exactly.
You're talking about Rolling Loud. Like you're talking hundreds and hundreds and
probably
even
thousands
of people
killing
at the same time. Like,
he had good. Like I saw him perform live. He kills it live, dude.
That's the tragedy of it, though.
I know.
It didn't have to be the way
it went.
They went.
For like what Warren said, guys, for people at home, like on social media, I never seen an artist do that on social media. Like he was the master of Instagram.
The master of trolling.
Trolling, dude. Like this guy would like, for instance, for people who don't know, like when he started beefing with Chief Keef and them.
Tell him what he did when he was beefing with Chief Keef. And like, sort of tell him a little bit about Chief Keef.
Yeah, so like I guess like, I don't know, maybe I can ask Jay like the exact story, but so Tato, who's part of Chief Keef's crew.
It's his cousin.
Yeah, his cousin. He had a girlfriend named Cuban Doll. Mm-hmm. And I guess like she was saying that Tato was beating her and all this stuff. Right. And like, so 6ix9ine would do videos with her. Like, hey, yo, Tato, like, like, suck my dick, you heard, man, like, all this stuff. And, like, I think that's what started it, right? It was the whole Tato and, yeah. So then Chief Keef would respond, and, like, they would, Lil Reese, shout out Reese, and then all them, like, we talked about in the last episode, but yeah, Dirk, all them, they would respond, and, like, the thing that people don't understand is like not a lot of people are masters of social media, right?
No.
So he would show up on O Block for like maybe 5 minutes of a video. But like to the Instagram world, I'm on their block. They ain't doing shit. It was like 5 in the morning,
so
right?
He went out to Chicago. He had security with him. He went to a project where a project building where Chief Keef lived. O Block.
Or like where they're from, yeah.
Where they're from. Mm-hmm. Where they're from, sorry, not where they live. Obviously, he ain't living there now, but project where they're from. And got out the car, talked some shit for 30 seconds, and then hopped back in the car.
Yeah.
But what he understood was that little 40-second or 60-second clip is gonna go viral.
Yeah.
Everybody can watch that 60-second clip.
And we're getting lost in like the blurred line between reality and trolling.
Right.
So he would have Chief Keef's baby mama in the bed next to him and buying her purses, and hey, he
slept with her.
He don't even take care of his baby mama, but look at me buy her this Gucci purse,
right.
like, or whatever purse he bought her. Like,
right.
He was like, people, you got to give it to him, guys. There's no denying him. Master of social media.
He understood the algorithm.
So when he comes out with that Breakfast Club interview, the second one.
The second one you're talking about?
Yeah, not the first one.
Okay.
So when he comes out the second one,
we got to give it to Charlamagne, because Charlamagne did try to, he did genuinely, care. Like,
yeah, he did.
Talked to him the first episode.
I think Fat Joe, a bunch of people tried
to reach out to him and told him, look, man, like, you have the world in your hand right now.
You're a kid,
like,
man.
You're a kid. Like, if you move accordingly, you can make this shit last. But if you keep being reckless, it can all be taken from you in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. But then again, this is an 18-year-old kid we're talking about. Mm-hmm. This is a kid.
So people were like, I think people were like in the industry, they were like, hey, we know what's going on. We see through the glass door right now. Like, we know that you're being used. What are you doing, bro? And a lot of people were like, anyways. So like, when that second Breakfast Club interview came out, I'm like, you can tell in the interview, like when he's like, I fired my team. Treyway's made up. I made up Treyway.
You could tell it's the beginning and the end.
Yeah, and you could tell like, oh, okay, something's wrong here, because he's like, the only people I fear are God and the feds, and like, you're like, okay, people, like, you could tell. Literally, I think it was like the day after the interview, or a couple days after the interview, he gets picked up by the feds, and the rest of the story, dude.
Yep, the rest is history.
He actually admitted on trial, in court, which we can play the clip right now. He said straight up, like, I snitched the day after I got taken in.
Yeah.
And, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they took him in because of the Mel Murda and Jim Jones. Or no, it was the Mel Murda and Shoddy audio.
Yeah.
Where he's like, we need to violate this kid.
They were afraid he was going to get killed.
Yeah, so they took him in.
So they took him in for his protection.
So a lot of people watching this, they're not going to agree with me. This is my point of view. And I'll let we'll go with what you mentioned to me this earlier, like, you guys shouldn't have had, first of all, if you're going to use him for the image and use him for money, y'all shouldn't have been doing crimes around him, first of all.
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
You shouldn't have been doing robberies with them. Like, you're right, he was so big at this point. It's like, yeah, you guys can still make hella money off him and do this shit on the side.
Right.
Why have your biggest cash cow doing robberies with you? Why are you having him around when you're doing federal, like, crimes that can get you prison?
It just makes no sense.
Yeah.
When like, for an instance, they called themselves, what did they say a lot?
Treyway.
We're the new death row.
Yeah.
Where is death row right now?
A lot of the members are dead or in prison, man.
You're right.
Yeah.
The head of death row, where is he at?
Yeah.
In jail. Should. You know what I mean? So you're talking about the new death row, and instead of learning from their mistakes and getting to the bag and not doing stupid shit, they did the exact same thing as the real death row did.
The exact same thing. But so before we continue with the trial, what was your opinion? Because I don't want to backtrack too much. What was your opinion on the whole Jay Prince and like Houston situation?
That was a wild situation. Like, I remember, for those that don't know, Jay Prince is
like an entrepreneur.
Like an entrepreneur out of Houston, Texas, that has been behind the scenes in the music industry for a long time.
Helped Drake. He helped Drake get pretty big.
Helped the Ghetto Boys get pretty big.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's like, we're talking 90s. So he's been relevant in that area for a long time. And I think, how did it start? Was it a iHeart Radio festival?
Yeah, so 6ix9ine, this is from 6ix9ine's view.
Yeah.
He says he goes down there, he's at a shoe store. I think the owner of the store had let J Prince Jr. know that 6ix9ine was there. Or somebody had let Jr. know he was there. J Prince Jr. comes into the store. 6ix9ine says, like, they dap up, they talk. And he said for the next half hour, he's just picking shoes, and they're just standing there staring at him. So I'm like, okay. If I'm you, I'm like, okay, something's going on, right? But whatever. I guess Shotty and Junior's exchange numbers. He said, hey, come to my birthday party, blah, blah, blah. But don't come past this time. Obviously, they come past the time. So Junior's like, yeah, you're not coming in. Whatever. So that's where the beef started. Was like, you're not coming. I
remember that now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so obviously.
A little altercation at a party.
Now they're like starting, that's when he started doing the videos like J Prince Jr., you're only famous because of your dad and all that stuff. And
I think he told J Prince Jr. that he could suck his dick.
Yeah, and recently too, J Prince the dad made an Instagram post talking about how 6ix9ine lied about the robbery that happened at I believe it was 50 Cent Studio, or there was like a representative of the whole J Prince camp, and 6ix9ine recorded like Shotty and them robbing him, and J Prince said that didn't happen, but the video just got released today on Vlad TV. So like 6ix9ine started beefing with like actual people that are really from the streets, like people who actually put in work, and
absolutely,
that's when it started to get like, okay, like when he didn't get touched then,
right,
I was like, okay,
that's when I didn't make sense to me either, because we both know like the way shit is in Houston.
They run shit down there. So when nothing happened, I'm like, okay, like 6ix9ine, from me looking in, I'm like, at first I'm like, okay, this might be fake. This is probably, but then when all that started happening, I'm like, okay, he might have some like good connections, because like no one's like, you know how he used to say, test my gangster. No one tested him at that point. He gets picked up by the.
But he admitted in the second interview when he said he fired everybody from his team. He literally, I mean, in a way, he did kind of dry snitch there. But he said, he basically admitted that the reason I pop shit the way I do is because I know my team is that strong. Who can get next to me?
Nobody, dude.
Nobody. So, only the people that can get next to me is my team.
Yeah.
That's how he knew. And I believe him. I believe him that that there were, people within the Trey 9 Bloods that obviously they don't respect him. He's a cash cow. They think he's a punk. You know what I mean?
But they were getting money and feeding off this guy.
They were getting money and feeding off of him.
Jay, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't when he got robbed right before the Fifi video came out, wasn't like the people he knew?
Yeah, there's a video on that too.
Yeah, so there's also a video that came out about that.
Yeah, I saw the video. They were in the car and he was like...
They were like, get the fuck out the car.
Yeah, he was like pleading with him.
This whole case is my opinion, guys, and I know a lot of people aren't gonna like it because like, you're not from the streets, you're not hood, Drew, right? You guys are right, but I can still speak on it. Like, first of all, y'all had a kid basically, right? Claiming your gang, claiming the Bloods, whatever. Cool. Like, and I'm not even hating on that part. Y'all knew you were doing crimes in front of him, and
that was stupid.
So, and I've always said this. Let's say me and you, for example, me and you were doing a crime, right? And you're my man, right? Like, obviously you're my man. So, like, if we do a crime and you're 100% loyal to me and I snitch on you and I go to court and I'm like, yeah, this, and I snitch on you, that's snitching in my opinion. Is when me and you equally did a crime together, you had my back no matter what, and I snitched on you to get less time. That's a no-no to me, right? And people like, but with 6ix9ine, like, I've said this multiple times, they try to fuck his baby mama. They threatened to kill his mom. They threatened to put hands on his daughter. They took $3 million away from him on that tour. Remember the tour?
Yeah.
They were just doing a bunch of grimy shit.
They're grimy people.
So y'all really fucking thought that 6ix9ine wasn't gonna snitch? Bro, I mean, what?
There's 6ix9ine and then there's Danny Hernandez.
Yeah, and Daniel Hernandez is the one that's trying to save his ass right now.
Right.
Bro.
Right. Y'all created 6ix9ine. I mentioned to you before, I don't know if any of you seen the movie Malibu's Most Wanted.
Classic.
If you haven't seen it and you watch that, that's basically the story of 6ix9ine.
It was a created image, bro.
Created image. And it worked.
It worked too. If someone says, Drew, you're not seeing your daughter for 40, 50 plus years, dude, I'm not gonna fake being hard right now, bro. I'm gonna see my daughter, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what people, like, I have a lot of ignorant people on my Facebook. Oh, if you support 6ix9ine, fuck you. If you're this, like, bro, I don't support him.
You didn't say you supported him. You said that he was a regular kid, which he is.
Yeah.
And a regular kid in that situation is going to do the same thing. He's not a gangster. He never was a gangster.
Yeah.
And the Trey Nines know that. So why are they surprised that he's talking?
So...
if that doesn't make any sense, because they know Daniel.
Did they expect him to do 70 years for them?
They
thought that?
There are
that makes people more stupid than him snitching. That you guys really thought he was going to spend 70 years for you.
Well, the whole thing is stupid. That's the point. That is like, I mean, even the people that fell into the trap, and I don't want to say they're stupid. I don't mean they're stupid. I think they should have been more wise. The people that fell into the trap of beefing with them, they should have known too. Real ones knew. Nipsey, if you know, people can pull up Nipsey and what he was saying. He was like, I don't even entertain clown shit.
Yeah, Nipsey. Yeah,
he was like, I know, like, I can see. That's shit. That's clown. That's trolling. Don't ask me about that. That has nothing to do with me. Let him do his thing over there. We don't even discuss that over here. True. But there was really people who were feeding in
to the troll
shit.
Yeah, dude.
And that's sad.
Even said it. He said, like, hey, I have grown ass men storming the streets trying to find a kid with rainbow hair.
Really did.
Like, the whole thing is, guys, I don't agree with snitching at all, right? I don't condone that, bro, right? But, I mean, like, you guys expected to like, try to put hands on his mom, fuck his baby mama, take money from him, grease him, and you expected him to still stay loyal to you?
Let's say they didn't do that, though. Let's give somebody the benefit of the doubt and say that they didn't even do that. Still, Daniel Hernandez. You think he's doing 70 years?
If they stayed loyal to him, I still would have called him a snitch, but you're right. You guys expected this kid to fucking stay... Like, he looks like a snitch.
Nobody wants to go to jail for 70 years.
He looks like a fucking snitch.
Like, to Rikers? Now, also, you got to put that in context, too. We're not talking about fucking a bumfuck jail in Iowa.
Yeah.
We're talking about fucking Rikers, dude. Are you kidding me?
He's not built for prison, dude.
No, you have to be built for that, dude. You can't just, like, that's not no light shit. So what made any of them think that this guy was going to be, want to be in Rikers for
the rest of his life, basically? Yeah.
No.
Wasn't Mel, so, I know...
but he's not the only one to snitch, though.
I know, when they said, I know they wiretapped, I don't know whose phone, but it was Mel Murda or Jim Jones. Mm-hmm. They got those guys talk about putting hands on him. They got Mel.
That looks bad for Jim.
Yeah, they got Mel talk about putting hands on Shotty.
Jim, you could tell that Jim... you listened to the audio, right?
Yeah, it looks super bad for Jim
You
Jones.
could tell... Did you listen to the audio, Jim? Mm-mm. If you listen to it, you should listen to it. You could tell that Jim was being, like... he was being coy. But you could tell he was insinuating...
A lot of stuff.
But it's weird, though, because, like, he wasn't... You notice, like, when me and you talk, like, we talk like us.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Obviously.
Yeah, we talk like us, yeah.
You know what I mean? But did you get what I'm saying? Like, in that interview,
it seemed like Jim Jones was saying code words, or, like, he was speaking in, like, different terms that, like...
Right. He wasn't, like, just full out, like, yo, you know, that motherfucker, that ratting motherfucker, you know what I mean? He needs to be fed to the fishes. He's just straight out right, and we're gonna get him to do it. He was being coy about it, like something will happen to him. Somebody will, you know what I mean? That I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, because even before the trial, like just like the short career that Tekashi had, it was the silence that was coming from out of New York.
Yeah,
was in a sense deafening, because it's like, hey, all the biggest artists in New York are like in that situation. No one really said anything. No one said anything about him. So obviously the Bloods that he was running with had power.
Yeah.
They had the strength to shut people up.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't gonna talk about us.
I don't think anybody knew how strong they were until 6ix9ine came out, really.
And you notice like the Houston people or like the West Coast people were the main ones talking. It was never anybody from that area. No one, just everybody's like, shh, you know.
Yeah.
When he didn't get the XXL cipher, I thought that was weird. He should have been on the XXL cipher, but he was literally the biggest artist out of that whole class.
When they were shooting at Casanova and Casanova didn't say anything, I thought that was fucking weird.
That video came out too today.
I was like, what? You got this? You're supposed to be, your whole image is like pretty much like a 2019 Beanie Siegel.
Yeah.
You just out of getting his first album was, I think, named Commissary or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, and this little rainbow haired kid and his crew shoots at you and you ain't saying nothing?
Nothing.
Now, hindsight being 2020 vision, I see why now.
Well,
he didn't want it with the Trey 9 Bloods, apparently.
Whatever happens to him at this trial, it's just a sad situation overall for everybody involved, man. Like, everybody involved, like, y'all should have moved smarter. Yeah. It's hard because every time I speak about this, everybody's like, you're not from the streets. It's like, yeah, you can still move smarter, though. Like,
of course, it doesn't take, you know what I mean, a genius. But the thing that, like, is upsetting to me is, like, for once New York was winning. Like, in a long time of the South taking over everything in hip-hop.
They had Cardi, 6ix9ine. Yeah, they
were winning,
bro. You know what I mean?
Bro. For once in the past, like, 15 years, like, the New York as a whole was like gaining momentum.
Fat momentum.
Yeah, like they had 6ix9ine, like, and I didn't even like particularly. I thought he was a goofy, but I was even like, yo, like he's keeping like New York in the conversation, so like that's good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, like I said earlier, like my theory is basically, he's gonna get out, obviously. They're gonna announce that he's dead or he was found dead. I think they're gonna fake his death, bro. There's no way he can like function. Like, if he doesn't get rid of the tattoos,
or it won't be fake,
or it might not be fake. Who knows, man? I can see them faking it though.
If I were you, 6ix9ine, I would sell them teeth though.
If he doesn't get rid of the tattoos, there's nowhere he can move. That's like even acceptable.
I would sell them teeth and move to fucking Crimea or some shit like that.
And it's probably, you've seen Goodfellas, right? When Henry Hill has to go into protective witness protection. Mm-hmm. Remember, it was hard for him. He even admitted, like, it's hard to like do this. You think he's addicted to like the fame and the money? It's probably going to be super hard for him to just stay quiet and quiet.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a sad situation, dog.
We'll see if he can do it.
Speaking of something that's not 6ix9ine, because obviously we just went into
just a little bit.
There's a guy on YouTube named Steven Crowder. I'm a fan of his. I know Warren. I know. Look at him. Warren doesn't really like him. We'll get into that in a minute. But so there's a lot of things. So especially with our channel, we couldn't review the Dave Chappelle video because YouTube had blocked it worldwide. Right. I don't know if it was YouTube or the Netflix like YouTube channel.
Right.
But like obviously in the last couple months, censorship has been like a huge thing on YouTube. Shadow blocking, like, you know, stopping people from like doing something, like, you know, if you're really popular or your video is getting a lot of views, if YouTube doesn't like the way you're doing, you won't be on the trending page.
Right.
Like, which is garbage to me, dude.
I agree.
Like, you should be an unbiased group. Instead, I feel like Google and YouTube are super liberal. And, like, they control what you see and who doesn't see shit, right? So Steven Crowder's been dealing with this where, like, if you type his name into YouTube, his videos don't come up. If you type in "change my mind" onto YouTube, his videos don't come up. And I know you don't really like him, and you can tell people why, but I just don't agree that he should be censored like that.
I won't go into detail of why I don't like him. We have different views, but that's fine. You know me, I'm always open to people that have different views.
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't have to agree on everything, but I mean, who does agree on everything, you know?
Not everybody, yeah.
So I just disagree with his with the way he goes about things. But that being said, I don't think the fact that like people are able to be like, you know, shadow blocked and censored, that's like, I'm totally against that. Like, he hasn't said anything or done anything that is like offensive
or harmful.
I wouldn't say, I don't know, he's a comedian, so maybe he offends people.
Yeah.
But he's a comedian. He really is a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, so like he hasn't like done anything that would warrant like YouTube trying to cut his content. And how many followers did he have?
So before the whole Vox, like the whole drama between him and Vox, he had like I'm just kind of freebasing it here. I think he had like 3.5 million. Or
okay, so
but now since that drama, he has 4.8.
Yeah.
So he gained a lot of subs from that drama.
Yeah. So obviously that's, you know, all those people are tuning in every time he makes a video. There's people that agree with him, you know, and this is sort of like, it's really crazy. Like, I hope people start like, even if you're super
liberal or conservative,
or no matter what you are, you gotta realize, like me and you talked about the Dave Chappelle thing, the fact that the viewers gave it a 99% and
the critics gave it
a 0, that should make people wake up.
Big tech companies are controlling us, dude.
The big companies are like trying to run stuff, and like, that's crazy to me. I'm totally against it, man.
It's
fucking
Steve,
crazy.
I'm gonna restate something. Me and Warren aren't. I'm not conservative or liberal.
We're like I always say, we're like in the middle. Like, I always tell people, look, bro, there are ideas from conservative people that I think are good ideas. There are ideas from liberals, Democrats, that I think are good ideas. I don't like look at myself on just, oh, I'm in a little bubble and I'm not gonna listen to anybody. And no, that's not how I am, man. Like, I feed off like energy. No matter, energy. I don't care what's in front of your name, R or a D.
Yeah.
Like, if I think you're a genuine person and I think you have good ideas, I'll listen to you. It's as simple as that.
Simple, dude.
I just don't think that the person in the White House right now has good ideas, and I fucking do not think he's a genuine person.
I think a lot of politicians are, yeah.
But I know a lot of politicians aren't, but he's especially, like, you know, everybody lies, but goddamn.
Trump, you be lying,
that nigga be lying.
They demonetized Steven Crowder. So he doesn't make money on YouTube. They try to take away all these avenues for him to make money. And it's like, bro, like, I at this point, and I even spoke to Emily about this, regardless whether I don't want him to be president again, but I personally feel Trump's going to win 2020 because the extreme left is so extreme that they're causing people to want to vote for Trump. Right?
It could be.
Like, hey, you guys can't censor people on YouTube. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm going to vote for Trump. Oh,
censoring
you guys...
anybody is... well...
Like, because the extreme leftists are so left and extreme that it's turning people like, what the fuck? Like, like, what are you doing? Like, yeah. I told him, like, if the extreme left would just chill...
I don't agree with any extreme.
Yeah.
Why are you extreme? Just relax.
But you don't... so you don't think that, like, the extreme left is giving votes to Trump?
No, I do, clearly.
Like, they're so extreme. Like, you guys... Like, the Joker movie. you have a white male, like, yeah, like, you guys are so extreme. You're making people want to vote for, like, the right.
Yeah.
Like, if you just shut the fuck up and not, like...
There's extreme people on the right, too, that are, you know, like, that's why I said, I don't really, like, I don't attach myself or find myself, you know, agreeing with much that, like, extreme... I like middle-of-the-road people that, you know, can listen and
take both sides into account.
Mm-hmm. And when I watch news, I like news that gives, like, they'll have a panel and they'll have somebody on this side and somebody on that side and they'll have a debate. But I don't like opinion. Like, I don't like... I am cool with somebody's opinion, but I don't like news opinion. Like, if I'm watching the news, I'm trying to watch the news, I want to hear what the hell is going on. I don't want to hear your opinion of what's going on. That's not why I watch it. I want to hear what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's a fine line, though, because if Trump is lying about something, I do want you to tell me the motherfucker is lying.
Yeah.
But it seems like to some people, when they call out those lies, then you have somebody from the right over here saying, well, that's just, why are you giving your opinion? Well, that's not an opinion. That's a fucking fact. So I believe in fact checking. Now, me and you said, or you just said, like, all politicians lie. All politicians should be called out if they're lying.
Even the tech companies,
everyone. It's scary. Everyone should be called out.
It's scary to think that these guys are
YouTube for that should be called out.
And they
everyone.
Are, but no one,
Facebook. If you're doing something that is shady, you should be called out.
Who, like, celebrity-wise, who is big enough that would call them out? Everybody's left. Like, all the
I don't think it's a left thing or a right thing. Do you, though?
I do, because all the big celebrities, like, they agree with the Democrats. None of them like Trump, and all the big celebrities that do, they get shitted on all the time.
The celebrities that do like Trump?
Yeah, they get shitted on. There's not, like, a big celebrity right now that would even agree about going against us. Like, yeah, keep those people off our platform.
Maybe they wouldn't say it out. I don't know.
It's scary to think that they can control people that big.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a bunch of people or a bunch of celebrities that agree that, like, with what we're saying, that, you know, even if you don't agree with something, if it's their political view, like, why are you trying to...
Yeah, why are you trying to block them?
Yeah, why are you trying to block them?
That's why since day one, since this Vox shit happened, Steven Crowder, bro, I hella support you. I support the fact that you want freedom of speech to be, like... Americans have forgotten about that, and, like, I agree with you. We forgot that we're allowed to say what we want.
Right.
We might have repercussions from, like, our workplace. Like, you can't say what you want at work because you might get fired, but he pushes for freedom of speech. He pushes for, like, you can't censor the left or the right because of their opinion.
Right.
And I agree, man. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. That's corny as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's corny. I support, you know what I mean, you're right to say whatever you want. You know, he's a big fan of, you know, Steven Crowder. I'm not, but I support your right to say whatever you want. I think you're a pussy for how you went on Joe Rogan and, you know, sort of called him a bully when you do the same thing. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah. You know, I still respect your right to have free speech, and if my guy wants to look up your videos, I want him to be able to look up your content. You know, I want Andrew to be happy.
You're Herm.
You know, that's my guy.
All right, guys, our special for Say What's Real is done today. Going forward, me and Warren have a... Let's just say, like, the month of October is
it's about to get spooky.
It's about to get real spooky, guys.
It's about to get real spooky.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. I'm excited.
I'm super excited about October, dog.
Bro. October's finna be lit.
It's about to be litty October,
It's about to be
dog.
litty. Creepy litty.
It's Lit-tober, you hear me?
Lit-tober. Yeah. Yo, it's about to be crazy.
We'll drop a link to our first channel, which is where we do our music. Again, thank you for Seattle Support Seattle for sponsoring this video with It means a lot. So
all the subscribers out there, every time we hear about somebody else subscribing, I just want you guys to know, we appreciate it. It means so much to us that people are, watching the content, enjoying the content. And we always say, if there's something that you guys want us to talk about, issues that you think are important, because there are so many issues, right, that we may not get to touch on, but we love like the fans and the feedback.
Comment below,
people
dude.
Watching, comment below, please.
Hit the subscribe button, the like button.
You already know,
because we're watching. If you don't subscribe, bro, I'll know where you. I know when you
where
don't.
you at.
Like, I imagine people watching, like, I'm just not gonna subscribe to them. Like,
Yeah, like, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys know. Oh yeah, see, I got a purple skull. I don't know if the video camera's gonna pick it up.
That's kind
It's fired. Really he's weird. Watching you, bro. Subscribe right now, dude.
He's watching you.
Alright, guys, until next time.
Sleep, no peace in a world like this. Every move I make need a hit, no miss. Choices for the better or the worse, that's it. Voices in my head got me feeling so split. Shit, 401k is the goal. Work a 9 to 5 or to sell your soul. I don't know. Angel on my shoulder say yes. Gotta stack paper then flex.